I'm gonna do the thing.
Okay.
I got the. Wait, no, what is it? I got the walk to Poland. I brought the walk
Why are you so quiet?
to Poland. Because I can't go like really. I can't do it loud because of how much vocal vibration I gotta do. I can't do that loudly.
I got the walk.
See, it's hard because like
I don't know what you're doing. Like a
walk.
walk.
I want to go quiet like walk to Poland.
To Poland.
Like when I do. Whoa, Poland.
You can do this.
Actually,
I got the walk.
You can do it like that, yeah.
You got the
I don't want to be one of
SpongeBob.
those. Have you seen like those videos? Oh,
Welcome back to the
podcast, episode 25. Right?
God, yeah. Fucking welcome to the
episodes.
Texas Rodeo episode of the podcast.
Welcome back to the goddamn podcast. Episode 25. Cade and Joaquin talk at you. We are back for another exquisite episode of comedic timing.
This person would not know the word exquisite. This character.
You know what's fucking wild?
What?
I'm looking at your camera because this was strictly for Ksenia.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome, Ksenia.
You're welcome, Ksenia. We cleaned back there.
It looks
but
awful.
I'm looking at it. It still looks like shit.
It still looks awful.
I don't know what to do.
They're gonna come over one day to do the podcast and be like, "Here's what you need to do."
Because I mean, like, look, there's not as much shit back there now. I mean, she's
It's less shit.
She's not watching. I know she's listening.
Yeah.
On Spotify.
Imagine it in your brain. It's better.
Yeah. Close your eyes. Whatever you're doing right now. If you're
I know that
driving,
you're gonna bring a big. If you're driving, make sure you close your eyes.
Exactly. Close your eyes when you're doing.
You're
it.
gonna. I know she's gonna bring a big bag of tennis balls and just fucking chuck them at us for doing such a bad job. She's done that before. I'm lying.
Oh, I was like, what? But like, we did so much. We moved like a lot of trash. We organized the comic books a little bit.
We did not organize
I
those
think
comic
it's
books.
because we organized the comic books.
We
okay?
looked
I'm
through them.
trying to make it sound better.
Okay.
I think it's because there's so much shit over there still.
Yeah. I also think that the
We're
main that
gonna
cabinet.
do a test. All right.
We're gonna do a test.
We're gonna see.
You can walk with your mic.
Oh my god, I can't. Joaquin is on the field. I am on the field reporting, walking
Should I
over to the
film
corner. No, you don't have to. I'm moving
Okay.
this ball. Tell me how it looks. Okay, can you still see it? Yeah. What if I go? How much better does it look
now? It's in your frame.
Well, I'll just move it. I'll move it completely.
Well, now you can see those cardboard boxes that are back there.
Son of a fucking bitch, you can. Look.
You want to look at my camera?
Yeah.
I'm glad we're doing this live.
Come
By the
on.
way, for anybody who's wondering, Joaquin has walked behind me. He's walked all the way back. There's if you watch the podcast.
It is the walkie-talkie segment
Yeah.
of the.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking cord,
What
dude.
are you doing?
You got stuck on my foot. Okay, let
Yeah.
me see. That look. It's that green fucking box back. You know what? This is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Going back over. Joaquin is going back on the field.
He's back on the field.
This is what we're gonna do.
I love that this is such poorly made.
We're gonna move this. Oh shit! Everything's fine.
Breaking.
Everything's
Sounds like
fine.
something's breaking.
Everything's
give me
fine.
Oh, my guitar.
Everything's fine.
Please don't break my guitar. I like that. It's also technically, I guess, not mine. I didn't buy that.
This feels better. Look in the. Am I out the way enough? You think?
I guess so. Everybody in your head, imagine that there's a big white wall, and on top of it, it just says, "This is better." That's what Joaquin did.
This is really for the people who watch our podcast.
Yeah.
Wait,
if Ksenia listens, how'd she know I had a fucked up background?
She must have watched then. You lied to us, Ksenia.
She's gonna be so mad at us.
Why?
I just feel like she is.
She already scares me enough, all right?
I love how willing you are to admit that on the podcast.
At this point, it's like a running joke for me. You know, like
It's very funny.
it's such a ridiculous thing to just openly admit. You know,
You're scared of Ksenia.
she absolutely terrifies me. I don't know what the fuck to do with this box.
I like that I'm not helping
Can you see me still?
Oh yeah, I can see you.
No, in the camera. Not,
Yeah, just your legs.
I don't know. I'll just get yelled at. We'll get yelled at.
We'll
for
get
this.
yelled at. Someday someone will come.
But
fix
she
it.
can't yell at us for not doing nothing about it.
We tried on a recorded.
Yeah.
We've been recorded. While we
Ksenia,
tried.
like, she at this point.
I
is
thought
like,
you were about to sit in the chair. That's right. There's
No.
a chair right here, and Joaquin was starting to lean down.
At this point, she's like gotta get some notoriety on the channel because we talk about her at least once a week.
We talk about her in every episode.
Not every episode, but a large
Most episodes.
There's a large majority.
She's become our number one fan.
It happens when you're a super fan.
It is.
When you are the super fan. This is the thing that happens.
You get recognition. It's weird that people listen to us. Have I talked about that?
Yeah. I had that moment with Ksenia
Yeah.
when we were hanging out with her.
And she said, "Don't spoil the podcast."
That was one. And then where she went, I know a lot about you now.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. Because I just so freely talk about myself on this.
We're very open. Which, I don't know.
And that shows my terrible constipated story from last episode. 2 episodes ago.
I think that was 3 episodes ago.
At this point, yeah, it was 3 episodes ago.
Okay.
But like now she knows that, and I never thought, like, I don't care about those stories. It doesn't bother me that people know.
Yeah, you're excited for
because
people
if
to know
she's
it.
gonna know about all this stuff, other people who listen to this regularly will know all these things about me.
Yeah.
And that it doesn't like bother me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more like weird. Like, holy shit, this is like actually a thing that happens now.
Yeah, there's people who possibly we've never met who listen to the podcast who know a lot
And
about
if you're
us.
one of those people, love you.
Put a comment in the comment section and tell us your favorite poopy butt story we've told, because God knows we've told a lot of them.
Because I guess it's weird because when we did the show, Cade and Joaquin in the morning, no one watched it.
No one watched.
So we weren't like
for 6 years.
We weren't. It was like what we just did it for us.
Yeah,
right?
it was just for us.
Now we're getting like a pretty regular viewer base.
Yeah,
even if it's 20 views.
We've had a horrible last month, but
yeah. And still we're averaging around 20 views about.
Yeah,
whereas that's 20 people.
20 people
outside of us,
and that's just on YouTube.
Yeah, who knows on Spotify?
It's like 10.
Still, that's 30.
30.
So now it's 30 people knowing about this random shit I'm saying week to week.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird.
It's kind of like in the Batman where they say he has 500 followers. And you're like, that's not a lot. But then they're like, we all got the guns. Where are we meeting? You're like,
then it's
500?
Then 500 people's a lot,
That's a
dude.
lot of people.
That's a lot of people out of nowhere.
That's what 30 feels like to us.
Yeah, 30. Like, imagine we had 30 people in a room.
It's tight. It's compact.
We can do a lot with 30 people.
We could play
start
an
a
entire
militia.
volleyball game. We could start a militia. We both have the same idea.
But yeah, it's just so banana to me. Like, what about 319 subscribers?
Yeah.
Whoever the fuck.
Whoever unsubscribed, fuck you.
Whoever
we were at
was at
320.
320, you're a fucking bitch.
You suck. Don't
fuck
ever come
you.
back unless you want to.
If you want to, we'll welcome you back.
We'll welcome you back with open arms.
The viewing process for you to subscribe will be a little more rigorous.
There's gonna be a seeing eye test that's just pictures of mine and Joaquin's face, and as it goes down, you have to determine which one is us, and one of them's Jerry
then
Trainer.
We're gonna do the part from Blade Runner where we make you sit in a white room when a robot talks to you. You have
and
to say the
letters.
appropriate responses.
What is he was? They were like Magnolia.
Interlinked.
Like cheese.
Maybe like interlinked. Do you feel emotions to things? Interlinked.
Did he just? Was he just always saying interlinked? Was
yeah,
that
or
the
like
thing?
yes or no kind of thing.
I don't remember. It was a good film. Don't you not like that movie? Why do you have that reference?
I don't not like it. I enjoyed the movie. It's just hard for me to fucking watch it all the way through. Granted, because the 2 times it happened. The first time I was on an airplane.
Yeah.
And I am miserable on airplanes because my eyes get really dried out.
Your ears.
All my orifices get really dried out. My ears hurt. Then second time it happened, I was like going through some shit at the time. My shit like just happened that day. So I was like really hard for me to stay focused on watching this movie. You know what I mean? Like that was really like it was difficult for that to happen, I guess. I think when I was enjoying the movie, I enjoyed the world. The world I absolutely adore.
It's a great picture.
Terrifying that could be the reality of things.
Yeah.
But there's so many things like little details in the movie where like one thing that always was really confusing to me is that a car company called Peugeot was still in business at this time. And I'm like, I know damn fucking well that would happen. Peugeot's one of the first car companies out the door. They're gone.
It's because that's what happens when you predict the future from 1975 and you put the future as 2019.
You know what? That's a good point. What future is 2019 now?
In the first Blade Runner, the future's 2019.
That's wild.
Yeah. That and
crazy.
Akira and Batman Beyond all start in 2019.
I watched something that said it was in 2020. I'm like, man, only if they knew. Only if they knew what 2020 was really going to be like.
I love when a post-apocalyptic thing is like, in the year 20XX, because then it's completely ambiguous. But as soon as we're in 21, fuck. Or I also love the idea of making a movie now and make it be like, in the future of 1994.
That'd be good because everyone's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah,
and shoot it like an old movie.
Yeah,
like, shoot it like it's from the 50s.
I just heard about this movie called Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
What a title!
It's amazing. It's made by a lot of people who made Video Game High School.
Oh,
I want to watch it. It's there's not a 1 or 2.
Dude Bro.
They went right to 3. And they filmed. They filmed it.
Do they film it like something happened prior to it?
They show full recaps of the first 2 pictures.
Really? That's awesome.
We gotta watch it.
That is so fucking cool.
We'll watch it next week. Not on the podcast, but we'll tell you about us watching.
We'll tell you about it. Also, book club soon. Remember
book
about
club
that.
soon. We got the books.
Yep.
November.
Get the books.
The
Get
second
fucking
week
books.
of November is when we're going to start.
Yep.
I have so much Frankenstein to read.
You better power through that shit.
Oy
I'm so
vey.
excited to read.
I'm really excited to read Percy Jackson. Anyway, no one's gonna know that because like 6 people have watched the podcast on YouTube when this episode comes out. We gotta say something crazy like
penis butts and farts.
Like penis butts and farts. It's not a list. It's penis and butts and farts. You gotta say and between all of them.
Yes, you're right.
I was gonna say like Big Boob Pamela Anderson, so because then I can title the
Just
episode.
clickbait. Just Don't fuck what we say. Just clickbait the title.
I can't think of anything.
Think of whatever comes to mind that sounds outrageous and put
No,
it
it's
on
gotta
there.
be related.
Okay, well, I'll think of a crazy topic then.
Okay.
I got one already.
Okay.
You want to talk about it right now?
Yeah.
Would you drink breast milk
Like from cows or from ladies?
from a woman, human?
Isn't it like poisonous to you when you're
Nope.
not a baby?
Mm-mm. I'm gonna tell you. Should I tell this story? It's not about anyone we know, but someone I know. No one's
Okay.
gonna know this story. No one's gonna know who I'm talking about either.
Okay.
So there's this.
It's gonna be really funny when you say their name.
There was a person at my work,
Okay.
right, and they ran out of milk in their house. They ran out of milk, right, and they asked their partner. They needed milk for the cereal, obviously, right? Because some people need milk less cereal, I respect it, but some people need milk
Like
with their
me.
cereal. And so they asked their partner to give them some titty milk, and titty milk they got.
How?
Just go.
Is it stored all the time?
It's stored in their breasts. So
I know
like,
it's stored in their breast, but I thought it was only there for baby time.
maybe someone has like their period or regular, or maybe like extra hormones.
Is it flush with the milk all the time? We should. I love when we talk about medical topics.
So like when women get their period, their breast can enlarge.
Yes.
I don't know if it's because of milk
Or a tiny
because
man
there's-
has a bicycle pump in
or
there.
a tiny man has a bicycle pump. Like no, not a tiny man. A tiny man in their sleep comes there, puts
He's like, oh, the fucking 9 to 5.
pops it in there and does it.
All right, on to the next
imagine
house.
the insurance claims on the mistakes that guy's made sometimes.
Oh, that's where a lot of breast implants
Yeah.
come from. It's just
Yeah.
like, boom. He's like, oh fuck.
It's all like an undercover business. Like he actually is paid by big plastic surgery.
I like that even outside, he's still a
Big
tiny
breast
little
implant.
man.
Yeah, he's
a
tiny
tiny
man.
little man who's
But he's hired by big breast
he
plant.
gets the big bucks for being a tiny little
Yeah.
man.
So big breast
By a
plant
big
hires him
breast
to,
plant.
to pop some ladies' boobs.
Yeah,
so they
every
get
once in a while
implants.
they're like, all right, Sharon Stone, take him out.
Kim K, pop them hoes.
I don't know why I said a real person. I didn't mean to.
They got titty milk.
Like enough?
I don't know. They just said it.
You should have asked if the quantity was enough.
I was too shocked by the fact that was their option. They just say, you know what? I don't need to eat cereal.
I'm going to make it gross. If you filled the bowl with pee, then...
This is where the difference is. I then asked, is there a taste to it?
Mm-hmm.
And they said, it's like honey milk.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying, if you fill the bowl with pee, you could fill it the equivalent of how much milk I'd say you want on average.
But pee's gross.
Pee is gross, but I'm just saying volumetrically. The problem with breast milk from a lady is that you got...
Also, think about this. They have two storage
Cows have
compartments.
4.
Imagine like a big breasted women.
But here's the thing: even when you're milking a cow, it's not you're not getting like a fucking full glass of milk with
it's
each
like
tug.
you pull it. It's constant tug, but also there's breast pump machines that constantly is doing that thing to it. So
But
if you just get the lady's breast and you just go squeeze, 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 squeeze,
Consistently.
squeeze, squeeze, you get enough. You get enough eventually. Because then say the right titty runs out, I get the left titty out. Squeeze, squeeze again, and you have enough.
So weird.
Imagine when I was at work and I heard this shit, man. I was going crazy. I almost threw up.
You get crazy water cooler talk. My water cooler talk's like, hey, did you guys see that Adobe Premiere got a new update where now sometimes the time code will turn blue?
We're talking about titty milk.
Yeah, I don't get those.
Well, okay, so this is my question now. Back to
Yeah.
the root of the question here. Would you try it?
Is that cannibalism? Can I tell also a quick story about something that did happen at my work?
Is that cannibalism? I don't know. That's cannibalism.
That's what
I don't know what we
taking
quantify the
issue
label
with.
as cannibalism.
Well, is drinking pee cannibalism?
I don't know.
Quickly, also one time at my work. So every day after, I'll call this guy Adrian. He posts that GIF from that Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg movie where it says 9:15. Everybody have a great day.
Yeah.
Whenever we end a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And today, my friend Carlisle, who's co-runs the editing company I work at. I don't know if these people want their name out there, which is why I'm changing them.
Okay, I thought Carlisle was a crazy name.
Right? I don't know how I came up with that. Boom.
Because I was like, that's such a crazy
I
name.
forgot
I
what
was
I
like,
named the
that's
other guy,
gotta
so-
be a real person.
Adrian. So he was trying to get it before then, and Adrian sent it 1 second before he went, "Fuck you, Adrian!" And this guy is technically our boss. I thought it was so funny.
So Carlisle does it every day, or is Adrian?
Adrian does it every day. Carlisle wanted to beat him.
Okay.
Because they live together.
Oh, they definitely had a fist fight.
Yeah, you could hear him go. like just getting up and fucking and you're like, and then
Yep.
Burson was like, all right,
Burson. You got Adrian and Carla and just Burson. Burson. Because I ain't person, it's Burson. Like, Burson could be a real name.
I could not think of a name that started with B, because I was saying the first letter was still accurate. That's how I got Carlisle and Adrian. But then I was like, oh, fuck, B, Burson.
Burson. You only say Burson.
You gotta get D,
Burson.
Burson. Tell me one name. Tell me one name.
They had their funeral. It's like, man, I knew Burson for so long. He saved me back in the war. Burson was the greatest man I've ever knew.
We all had a deep fondness and love for Burson. I could have said Billy. Why did I say Billy? There's so many names that start with B.
Fucking Burson, dude.
Becca.
I'm naming my kid Burson.
Please do.
I'm Burson.
I want name them. Wait. Name them Burson the Third, but there's there's no first.
No, it's Burson. Their whole name is Burson like THA.
Yeah. Oh,
Third. Then my last name.
Yeah.
No, not even it's the wife's last name, but the wife got my last name.
So it's still your last name?
No, like it's the wife's maiden name.
Oh.
Or wife, whoever it is. I don't know. So back to the root of the question here.
If it's not cannibalism,
I feel like cannibalism is
eating the flesh.
Yeah.
But you're sucking up the blood. If you drink human blood, that's cannibalism. I'm saying
that's integral to living. I feel like if it's an integral part to living, then it can be.
If you
cannibalism.
don't pee, you're gonna die.
Yeah, but it's not like you need pee to live. You need to release it once in a while.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I would argue that that's needing it to live.
Isn't that crazy though?
That you have to
There's
release?
a thing that we have to release every once in a while. 2 things. 3 things, arguably.
Vomit, I feel like, doesn't count
Vomit
as much.
doesn't need to happen because vomit gets to be poop. But
what's the third? Diarrhea? What's your third thing?
Like,
semen.
Yes.
The captain.
Men at sea, yes.
Men at sea.
The Navy.
The Navy. We're in the Navy. Oh, dude. What if you had a little jukebox that every time you had your guys come out, it would go, in the Navy. Just every time.
And the crescendo is always when the pee starts.
Yeah, and then your girlfriend go, I think we need to break up. Like as soon...
And you start hearing the siren that like submarines make.
And then from your butt you hear, dive! Oh shit.
That's gotta be the most ridiculous joke we've made so far.
That one went off the rails.
Oh my god. Okay, well, back to the root question.
I don't know. I can't.
You don't know? Okay,
I don't think I would.
What would your thoughts be if, like, say you were having intercourse?
It feels like you're gonna build this up to the point of like, what would you say if maybe your best friend drank it?
So say someone we don't know.
Say someone we don't know
them.
Named Brotham.
Brockmeem.
No, you keep it all this. Joaquin.
Clear difference there.
Clear difference. A different guy.
But say you're having intercourse with a lady, right? And you're trying to suck on a tit.
Could be a boy. Oh well, I guess not.
Unless
if you tried really hard, it could be with a boy.
That'd be crazy. But say you're sucking
love
on,
if that happened to me. I would love to go around
just once a year.
Dude,
once
if
a month,
I could go tell people that I've shot milk out of my nipples, I'd be so happy.
I wonder what the requirements. It has to be a hormone requirement.
It's hormonal,
right?
I bet, and I think that we don't got milk sacks in there.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
I think that lady's got to go
grocery
question store.
Here.
They gotta get
Say
cartons.
you were sucking a titty.
Okay.
Right, and all of a sudden you got a little bit of a pleasant, not almost pleasant surprise, a surprise in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you react? That's how I would react.
If it's just all of a sudden, of course I'm gonna go. Huh.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool that my mom listens to this podcast?
She's
used to it.
She's heard worse.
She's
had to clean up my whole vomit.
Yeah, for years. Yeah, I think I would gag instantly.
I think I would too.
Because
I might throw up on the titty.
I wouldn't throw up because I do have a pretty good control over my vomit, but I don't have a good gag reflex.
When it's very gross.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can control it.
I don't feel like it's gross. It's natural. And I feel like it wouldn't taste bad, but just because it's
unexpected
there and then it's unexpected and it's going to go, bah, and you're like, fuck.
Mainly because I don't want to try it. I think it's gross for me. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Do you, okay, now here's a question. I don't even know if this is like, do you think being lactose intolerant?
Absolutely, yes.
You think so? You think
it's
there's lactose? But is it the same? It's like, because There's cow lactose, right? But
Is human lactose different?
Yeah, is there a difference? I don't know.
Well, here's what we need to test out. Just because you and me have a control for this, we'll get cow pee. Then we'll drink that, and then we'll drink our own pee.
No, why pee?
Because we have a way to measure
That's
this.
not where the lactate comes from, the lactose.
Right, but if it tastes different, then we know that something's fucked up in there.
It's going to taste a little different because they have a different diet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go on a grass-fed diet.
Let's do a 2-week grass-fed diet.
Just
meat bag with the cow.
Fucking die.
I could do a grass-fed diet for 2 weeks.
I could not do a grass-fed diet.
I did a
so
smoothies
hungry.
for a year.
Smoothies have flavor.
I could do grass for 2 weeks.
I could not eat grass for a week.
We should
for 2 weeks.
do that. We should do that for
No.
me.
I don't want to.
Just wheat
do it
grass.
for money.
You don't have to for money, you said?
Is that what you said?
I would do it for money.
No, do you say you do it for me or do it for money? Is that what
For
you said?
me.
Oh.
Like, if we just document me doing that for
I'll
like 2
document you
weeks.
doing it. For sure.
That would be that's like the opposite of supersize me.
Undersize me.
Watch as he wastes away, ladies and gentlemen. And we get a guy like that. I'll just voice it post-mortem. Because I'll die.
You dead. In the documentary is you dead.
Yeah. On the toilet. It's so green.
You dead like Elvis.
Green as high as far. I feel like my bowel movements will be crazy good if I only eat wheatgrass.
I don't know. It'll be bad. It'll be painful.
I think it would be painful,
Pure
but I think I'll
acid.
be regular.
Be pure acid.
Yeah, we'll have to keep getting new toilets. It'll keep melting through.
Yeah.
All over the place. With
Stomach acid.
This is the grossest episode we've ever done.
No. Oh, it went from titty milk to eating grass. That's all it is.
To acid shit.
I'm just saying because like you have acid in your stomach. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
That's
But the
common
wheatgrass
knowledge.
is there, and it's a good.
Specifically wheatgrass.
That's
what
what
about
humans
lemongrass?
Can eat. Can you eat that?
You drink it.
Oh, okay.
Lemongrass tea.
Just give me whatever. I'll
Grass.
suck it down.
I think it's weird how grass can make you itch.
Right?
Like it's weird.
It's really weird that grass makes you itch because it should be something that you go and you're like, grass. But then you stand up and you're like, grass.
Yeah, I don't get it because grass can be like you go look at a field like, oh my gosh, sit in this field, look at the clouds,
beautiful and lovely.
You're 2 minutes in, you're like, son of a
fuck,
bitch, my
how's
back's
it in my
burning.
shirt?
Yeah, right. How the fuck is your back get itchy?
Maybe it's something like it reacting with the cotton in
because
shirts.
also my arms.
Yeah, but I always feel it worse under my clothes.
Really?
Have you ever actually had ants in your pants?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's not fun.
Have I? No, I would remember that. It would have terrified me.
It was not fun.
I can imagine. That seems like a bunch of small little things crawling on you.
I was like 8.
Oh,
yeah, it sucks.
Oh,
No, I was younger. I was like 4 or 5, and we were going out to eat, and out at this particular restaurant in front of it, they had a very large.
I can't. I'm imagining it. I'm looking at my legs, imagining this thing.
It's about to get worse. It gets funny though.
Oh God!
It's a very large grass area. If you're driving, make sure your legs are squirming real tight.
Make sure your right leg locks up.
Yeah, just
on
don't.
the gas pedal.
There's one ant on your right knee, but don't look at it.
Keep your leg straight and it won't move.
Yep. I was running around.
We're gonna cause imagine people actually
So many
obey
accidents. If you listen to us, that's your fault.
Yeah, you do not have
We're
to.
dumbasses.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went up to this mound and I thought I was just in dirt, but then I was like, I'm really itchy. Look down, all up my pants. There's
Fuck
ants.
that, dude.
All up my pants, and I'm young. My dad comes up, he rips off my pants, and he starts hitting my legs with my own pants.
What, throwing you like water or something? Got a hose.
We weren't at our house. We
we
were at a restaurant. So my dad was just fucking hitting me with my pants and trying to shake the ants out of my pants, and my mom was trying to like brush them off of me. I was
in
like,
your undies.
I was just chilling. I wasn't even like panicking. I was just like, yep.
I would have lost my mind.
Yeah,
I would have instantly started crying. Instantly like a little baby.
Well, I remember when we were little, there was a game called Ants in Your Pants, which featured SpongeBob SquarePants, in which he would hold open his pants. It was like a cardboard thing that went up, and you would bounce these flicky ants off of SpongeBob's face, and they would go into the pants. So I was like, I'm just like the game, SpongeBob Ants in my pants.
So you're just chilling.
That. I was
you were prepared for this moment.
I was excited for it. If anything,
Excited?
Oh, I knew one day it would happen to me.
It was your destiny.
Yeah, I would lay in bed one night and I go, one day
It gives you comfort.
I'm gonna have ants in these pants.
That's why you're so comfortable with yourself now.
Yeah, because I knew my ants would come.
Holy shit! Ants. Wait, are all ants men ants? Male ants besides the queen? Is that how that works?
That's bees.
Only the queen can reproduce, right?
That's bees.
I thought ants were the same way.
I do not know.
You do not know?
One time I was at the
You
zoo
do not
with
know.
Poppy, and the sign for the thing said, "This is not an anteater." And these little kids were next to us, and they said, "What's it then?" And Poppy goes, "It's an uncle eater." And then from really far away, you could hear these kids going, "It's not an anteater, it's an uncle eater."
The fact he came up with that so off the rip.
Me and Poppy were having a great. We also invented a language there.
Oh, you told me about that.
This was at the Small Mammal House in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Nana, nowhere near us. Nana and Poppy are my grandparents, and we went to D.C. together. And me and Poppy are equally as annoying.
Poppy's the originator.
He's the originator. I gained it all from him.
Yeah.
Everything I learned from him. We were walking through this place, and we would like see things, and we were like, "Oh, look at the Zitrande!" And then some guy would be taking pictures of it, and Papa would go up to him and say, "Hey, did you get good pictures of the Zitrande?" He'd go, I did." And then one lady asked us, "Where are you guys from?" And we said, "North Carolina." And she was like, "I'm from North Carolina too." And we're like, "Wow, this really worked out for us."
There's so many people over this Zitrande.
It was awesome.
Zitrande.
We also, while we were there, couldn't figure out how to change the hotel TV off of the Spanish language channel. So me and Poppy would just interpret everything that was happening.
Nice.
It was very fun.
Spanish television, like sitcoms, I guess.
The only one I remember is this really funny one where this man dressed as a big red bug with a yellow heart on his chest and like yellow undies
like
on the outside.
The beetle or the tick.
Kind of like the tick, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what we'll call him: El Autobus. I think that means car.
I think it's automobile. That's all it is.
What's Autobus?
Bus?
Is that German or is it Spanish?
I know the Autobahn.
Isn't it really cool how
German.
stupid we are?
I mean, well, fucking is no language.
Yeah.
We know our language.
We
American.
Do. Not that well.
People who say that bother the fuck out of me.
When they say American.
Speak American. Like, you don't even know.
Yeah, you don't
You're an
understand
idiot.
what that means.
Yeah.
But you're also like, I'm going to be respectful towards you because if I am not, you will pull out your AR-15 and shoot me 15 times in the chest.
And call it self-defense.
Yeah.
I've been watching The Crown recently, like binge watching the fuck out of it. If you haven't watched The Crown, very good. I highly recommend
The
it.
Crown, I hear, is really shiny.
Yes, it is very shiny, actually. Hans Zimmer does the intro song for it.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, it's very good, actually.
I don't know why I'm talking like this today.
I don't know either, but I will talk like this now for it. No, I don't. I don't want to do that. And since
You hated it. I could tell. Your vibe was like, fuck, I can't commit to this bit.
all the main characters are obviously British because about the British royal family. I know. Crazy. What? I know. But there's a part where they showed like the U.S. government, right? So obviously everyone was American, speak with an American
Everybody
accent.
had cowboy hats?
No, surprisingly not.
Why wouldn't they?
I
want
know.
a serious drama that takes place in England that when it cuts to America, everybody
it's super stereotypical.
cartoonishly American.
I would love it. Everyone's Elmer Fudd.
Oh my god! Do you know how happy that would make me?
Get to the point.
Sorry.
Here. And so hearing the American accent, I was like, "This is weird."
Mm-hmm.
And then I had the instant reaction, went, "Joaquin, what the fuck are you talking about? You are American."
So you sound like
it's because like 95% of the channels I watch on YouTube and shit I watch on TV, everyone speaks in a British accent.
Mm.
So that's more normal for me now. To where like when I first started watching The Crown, I had subtitles on, and then after half an episode, I instantly got adjusted to their accents. So inside, there's no words that I can't pick up anymore.
I love the idea. Sorry, I was just waiting.
You're fine.
Of them cutting, they're like, we're going to have to invade Germany, and then it cuts to America, and they're like, well, looks like they're going to invade Germany. We have a rabbit problem right now that we're going to have to deal with first. But if anything happens to us,
That's how I imagine Eisenhower sounded.
Hello, Pearl Harbor has just been bombed.
No, it'd be really funny when he says that. It's like very serious, like
Pearl Harbor has just been bombed. I need to call the press secretary. Hello, press secretary. Pearl Harbor has just been bombed.
Daffy.
What do you need, bug? No, is that Daffy? That's more Sylvester. I can do Sylvester. What do you need, Buster Brown?
Mm-hmm.
I love that expression, by the way. Buster Brown. I like calling people
Who is
Buster.
that?
I think it's a musician, but I just love calling people that. We're gonna need that. Now I lost Elmer. We're gonna need to start marching on everybody. Fuck most of the evil part of Europe right now. Oh, I'll let everybody know. I'm just doing. I'm like the guys at SpongeBob.
I was just about to say that. Whoa, Buster Brown is fucking scary.
Oh my fucking god! Who is that guy? Why is he terrifying? No one take a Buster Brown as a horror picture. I want to make that now.
Dude, who the fuck is Buster Brown?
Why is he so scary?
Buster Brown is a comic strip character created in 1902 by Richard F. Outcalt.
Okay.
Adopted as the mascot of the Brown Shoe Company in 1904. Buster Brown,
no one wants that to be their mascot.
along with Mary Jane and the dog Teague, became well known in the American public.
What's the dog named?
Teague. T-I-G-E. Or Tige?
I don't know. I also love the idea of the person who got the call is Sylvester on Pearl Harbor.
I hate this photo.
It's terrifying.
It's so scary.
I dislike it. I like that it's Sylvester on Pearl Harbor. He's like, President, we have a problem here. That's not Sylvester. Super Puff. That's
more Sylvester, yeah.
President.
You gotta go.
Fuck.
The high pitch.
It's just gonna be Yosemite Sam.
President, we got a problem here at Pearl Harbor.
Yosemite Sam feels more like a Navy man.
Yeah.
It's wet here, but the planes are attacking us. We don't know how to deal with planes because we're wet boys.
I do love the idea. I love the concept that the Army can only attack people on the land.
Yeah.
The Navy can only attack other people in the sea, and the Air Force is who can get the air.
That is literally how it works.
Right, but here's the thing. They got boats. They got other things. They do all their shit. But I like the idea that if there's a battle cruiser with a plane coming at it with a bomb, they're like, well, we can't do anything.
We're fucked. This is it.
This is the end.
We can
This
do.
is the end for us. We can't hit up.
Check fucking
If
mate.
it's above sea level, there's nothing we can hit.
Checkmate. What blows my mind about like military tactic is that for a very long time, everyone agreed it should be respectful. Everybody gets a turn in shooting.
That
Like we
was
all
weird.
stand in a line, able to get shot, no cover,
No cover.
and we just all take turns.
Yeah,
That is so wild
what
to
a
me.
stupid choice.
Like that is ridiculous.
It's insane.
And everyone's just like, yeah, we agree with that. And then one motherfucker went, no, guerrilla
someone was
tactics.
Hey, this is like dumb as
Yeah.
shit.
And then they went to a battlefield. No one was there. Like, what the fuck? Then they
start
came. They come out the fucking trees and the ground. They have no idea what's going on. Then it's all out. But what's weird is that they would start with the lines.
Yeah.
Right. Moment everyone runs out of ammo, you just run straight. You run straight fucking at them. You don't look back.
You don't.
There is no more plan of
Every
attack.
part of war was death.
It's obviously yes.
Still is, but back then there was like,
there was no like once you run out of bullets, you just run straight the fuck at
and
them.
that's the
it.
bullet count was 1.
Yeah, they were able to reload, but it would be like, all right,
Isn't it also
shoot.
funny that reloading was this motion?
You gotta get clean up.
Yeah, then you clean out the gun
you
really
gotta,
quick,
gotta rip off the little thing,
Yeah.
put some gunpowder in it, put a boot, then
and
you gotta wait. All right. Hopefully I don't get. Imagine like some guy said like his record time reloading, and then that he
on
gets
the
killed.
battlefield,
He gets
he's like, fuck yeah, blah.
waiting for his turn. Imagine how upset he would be.
I would be floating up from my body, and I'd go, fuck. Now no one's gonna know I got a new high score.
And the guy next to him's like, dude, was that a high score? Dude, oh, you fucking saw it.
Let's go tell God when we play pool.
Call back to something no one knows.
No one knows. You should tell a vomit story on the podcast.
Should I?
You haven't told it on the podcast yet.
I told it so many times already this week.
You
Okay.
You told it 3 times in one day.
Yeah, I did. Holy shit, yeah. Did I? Was it 3 times in one day? I thought it was only twice.
Felt like 3.
I guess I'll tell the story again.
It's fine.
Cassini and Audrey, you guys can skip this part.
Yeah, Cassini and Audrey.
Just skip through it.
Don't skip through it, but plug your ears.
Yeah.
This guy's so scary.
It's so scary.
I found Buster Brown again. Can we talk before? Can we talk about something?
Who thought that was a good idea? Like, who the fuck thought people are gonna want this for a shoe company? I would never buy shoes from this fucking company.
Why is he so
Like, if a store I went to sold Brown Shoe Company,
Oh my
I would
God.
never go back.
What if that's definitely the thing you see before you die?
Yeah, Buster Brown.
Buster
Brown is
Brown.
what you see before you die. Like, if you go to hell, Buster Brown is waiting for you.
If you go to heaven, it's the dog.
Yeah, it's the dog Teague or Mary Jane.
Or Mary Jane. Was Mary Jane less scary?
I didn't see a picture of Mary Jane.
Okay.
I imagine it was just a joint.
It's a name before it was drugs.
I know, but I only think of it as one way.
I always think of it as Peter Parker's wife.
I get that.
That's my.
It's a joint
That's
with
Mary
red hair
Jane. A joint with red hair.
and a lot of attitude.
She's
All right, but
great.
let me tell the fucking story now. Of
Okay.
the goddamn vomit story. Okay, so as most of you probably know or don't know, who knows?
Most of them probably
Me and
don't know.
Cade had a show we did for a very long time called Cade and Joaquin in the morning.
I could say at this point, I think that most of the audience wouldn't know that.
So we had so I guess we put a logo to see like kind of like this is what we used to do was
It'll be
this.
so funny when I don't put that.
I know you fucking won't, but I'm just saying like just so people know like or like but we did this for 6 years maybe.
So
And
long.
We had this and it was not successful. There's a whole we've talked about how we used to shoot it before in episodes.
Yeah.
But we used to do this thing, we did it twice. That April Fools, we make a random fucking video about us eating something, right?
How come we only did that twice, but
I
we
don't
did
know.
YouTube for 6 years?
I don't know. Yeah, but warning: if you're a weak stomach, don't skip through this. Just keep fucking going.
You just gotta. Just cut the episode off here.
Yeah. Anywho, so the first time I had the idea, I just said, what if I ate a whole bowl of cereal and stared at the camera? And because Cade liked ridiculous things, instantly was on board.
100%.
So the video, I mean, Cade might put the link in for this video in the description or whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, I won't remember
whatever Cade wants to do, Cade does. That's how this works.
That's how it works.
But if he doesn't, just look at the video Cereal by Cade and Joaquin. I stared into a camera for about, I think it was 7-8 minutes, eating an entire bowl of cereal. I mean, to the brim of cereal milk.
It was a lot of cereal.
I ate all the cereal, and I stared into the camera the whole time with a blank stare. Then I drank all the milk. Then I chugged a pound of full glass of orange juice.
So gross.
So after that, even before that recording, I had some sushi with my parents. Then I went over, recorded that video. Cade made dinner.
Also, if you watch that, Joaquin looks like a baby.
I am small. I'm not super thick now, but comparatively, it's such.
You look like Jack Skellington.
Yeah, it was scary. Cade made dinner after that. He made chicken parm with some garlic knots and maybe some rice or whatever. I ate a lot of that. I would admit at that point I was a little like, man, I'm fucking full. But an hour, 2 hours went by, and I was good. So me and Cade were splitting a Cherry Garcia on this very couch. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was a different couch. The old couch we had.
It was the couch before we broke that couch.
Yes. We were sitting on this couch. We watched Rocky 1. We ate Cherry Garcia ice cream. Then we decided to watch Creed, to kind of show, because they're both origin stories of the two characters. We watched Creed. And so about halfway through, this one the studio just was finished, where we're recording now.
That's what this podcast set is.
Yeah, that's where the podcast set is. Cade's dog at the time, Waddles. Rest in peace, Waddles. It's a real OG up there. Pour one out for the boy.
You're in the Jewish heaven with Gilbert Gottfried.
For some reason, I know, because it was a new area, he wanted to claim his dominance, so he peed on the carpet up here. And I don't know if the carpet is like that anymore. I don't think it is, but it was anti-absorbent at the time. Cade was upset. Whenever Cade gets upset, which is a very few amount of time, I think it's so fucking funny. So I was laughing, admittedly, like a little schoolgirl. Like I was literally standing up, giggling, like like that, because it was so fucking funny.
That was a creepy laugh. That's how Buster Brown sounds.
The Buster Brown doesn't laugh.
Buster Brown
just stares. Not even. It's just breathing. Yeah, like that. It's just deep, hot breath.
Smells like garlic across the room.
Smells like garlic and raisins.
Oh,
I hate raisins.
I don't mind.
Anywho, and so Cade tries to. For some reason, he didn't put like the paper towels on top of the pee. He tried to like wipe it up, and when he did that, it all slushed across the carpet. And so I'm watching this laughing, and in that exact moment, I got a whiff of the pee. So it literally goes. I'm going, and the moment I have that first, like there's the floodgates fucking open. I put my shirt over my mouth. And I throw up down my shirt a little bit, and then I catch it. I put my hand over my mouth, and I catch it. My cheeks are filling up like a fucking chipmunk in harvesting season. And I bolt ass down these stairs. I run all the way down. I like kick the fucking door open. So to get to Cade's bathroom, right? I open that door. I turn right because it's like a hallway that this door connects to, and it's a straight shot. And there's a wall on the right that leads to the stairs. So it's like probably about 10 feet of wall. Mm-hmm. Then leads to the stairs to go downstairs, and then in front of me directly is the door to the bathroom. Next to that directly is a wall. It's about 5 feet wide. More like 3 feet wide. Next to that is Cade's room. I can't hold what's coming back right now. There was no stopping this. This is literally Pompeii. How much is coming out?
So much.
I'm also so instantly fucked up because of it. I don't know what happened. Instantly come dazed. I'm trying my best to hold him as vomit, but I can't. Like, it won't stop coming. So on the wall, vomit all over that right wall, on the floor. It's just spewing out like viciously. Like it's not stopping. All over the wall, on the carpet. And now at this point, it's so much vomit that I'm getting lightheaded because I'm just like running. It's all happened in a matter of 5 seconds probably. But
it felt like forever, but it was probably very quick.
Whiplash, right? Because I was just like, what the fuck? Like I said, I can't stop this vomit. So it's on that wall, on the ground, on that wall in between his two doors. I kicked that door open. So at this point, I'm like I said, dazed and fucking confused. I run to the bathroom because my eyes are like tearing up, so I can't really see straight. I put the toilet open. I start like aggressively throwing up. I open my eyes for a second. I realize I'm next to the toilet, next to the wall. I completely missed the toilet for a good solid 5 chunks of vomit. So then I go to the toilet, start throwing up, and so much. This is like a Family Guy skit of throw up. That's how much was coming out. So I feel like I'm done.
It's impressive, especially compared to how like your body mass.
Yeah,
you vomited.
At the time, I was so small, and my stomach was protruding out of me.
It was your weight in vomit.
I was my weight in vomit. So, Cade at this point goes downstairs, grabs where the fuck to like start cleaning. Obviously,
yeah.
So I go to I'm like, fucking stumbling. I go to the goddamn sink, and he has a double sink, so it's 2 sinks and a big mirror and a big countertop. And I'm like staring at myself. I'm like, wash my face off real quick, put in water, and I do like a little snot rocket, get some, because I feel like chunks of shit in my nose.
Such a gross choice.
I do this. I have to. I do the snot rocket, and so much. Because I literally had vomit building up in my sinuses. So much vomit came out when I did that.
Gross.
That instantly the smell and feeling of chunks of Cherry Garcia and garlic knots coming out of my nose made me instantly right back to the beginning. And I threw up all in a sink, all over the counter. Everywhere there was vomit in that fucking bathroom. And for some reason, when I was throwing up, I would instantly become lightheaded and dazed. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so I couldn't control it was like a firefighter hose. You ever seen like a firefighter hose that's not held?
Cut loose.
And it's just going everywhere. I go back to the toilet, throw up in the fucking toilet. So now I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like there. And I'm like, and I hear from the stairs, okay, like, yeah, what? He's like, I messed up. I'm like, what do you mean you messed up? He's like, Cade goes, I threw up on the paper towels. I'm like, okay, just grab more. He's like, there is no more. I remember just going, fuck, because me and Cade both knew this at the time, but you don't know this, the listener. Outside was a monsoon of rain. It was torrential downpour, middle of the night, probably almost 1 in.
Close. In January.
So it is fucking freezing outside.
Awful.
So me and Cade, I didn't bring a proper jacket, but he had, at the time I still fit Cade things Cade wore because he was bigger than me and I was skinnier. So we like bundled up in all these fucking jackets.
And now before we left, we started to hear this.
Oh my God, yes. We start hearing this fucking, I forgot about this. And we looked at each other, we're like, what the fuck is that? And the moment we looked at each other and wondered what it was, instantly we knew. Waddle's fucking fat ass, the culprit of this whole situation, was eating my vomit, which honestly, good for him because it helps us clean up a little bit.
He was having a good time.
He was just getting ahead of he was getting a head start in cleaning.
We should have just let him Roomba all that shit.
Yeah, we should have.
I feel bad after. Oh my God.
Okay, so me and Cade, the way his neighborhood works, he lives in a cul-de-sac, right? So you have to go down the street, take a right.
Well, we closed Waddles in a different room and then we left.
Yes. You have to like do this whole go around your elbow to get your ass cracked to get out of the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
But I realized that cut behind his house, you could just instantly get to the main road we need to get on. So we save about 5 minutes because at this point, time is of the essence, right? So we get outside, we take this right around his house, and instantly Cade like slips a little bit in mud, right? So that's funny. I'm laughing. Cade's not.
I'm not having a good time.
Cade's not having a good time. I'm so like fucked up. I can't even feel bad at this point. Everything's funny for me. And so we go past his neighbor's backyard, and there's like a little dip that kind of happens because their backyard's just like that. I don't know why I try to explain it. There's a dip in their backyard.
It's a weird backyard.
And there's trees, and there's like a little river, so it kind of starts flooding a little bit, right? I get over across fine, and I'm like trying to like figure out where the fuck this creek is so we can jump over. And all of a sudden, I just hear hard as shit. And I look back, and Cade is just on his back, staring to the sky because he slipped on his ass in the mud. Oh, dude, like I feel bad for laughing at it, but holy shit, was that one of the funniest things I've ever seen?
It was a true pratfall.
Because I only heard it and then saw the aftermath of it, and it was just like I could feel the defeat and anger and sadness coming from Cade.
I was so upset.
So then we make it across this creek as a whole. I had to help Cade jump across this thing. We start walking. It's like a mile and a half to get to this fucking Walgreens.
One way.
Mile and a half up a hill in the rain, in the cold, in January. We get there soaked, but we're on such a mission right now that we don't even care. We get everything we need.
I also look like I just came out of a war.
Yeah, Cade just came out of the trenches in World War I.
Yeah.
Like he was fighting the Germans on the front lines. And
you could hear this. You could hear the shell shock ringing off.
He has
of me.
trench foot right now.
It was my feet grew 10 feet in length.
So we get everything we need. We start walking back, and we're like talking about how this is gonna fucking suck ass. Like we're gonna whatever, but we're about to get this whole shit situated. And there's not many things you say in a moment of crisis or moment of pain. There's many things you can't, but one thing that you for sure cannot fucking say is, well, it can't get any worse than this.
That's not what I said. I said at least things can't get. I said I normally wouldn't say this, but at least things can't get any worse.
I mean the moment Cade finished, put the period on that sentence. I'm not even saying like this was like over exaggeration. This is 100% factual. I'm about to say, the moment Cade said this old ass fucking Honda Civic, because it's always a Honda Civic.
It's always a Honda Civic.
Drives past us, kind of slow, but not really. Drives past us about maybe 10 feet ahead of us, 15, 20, a little bit. Comes screeching to a stop. Aquaplanes across the road. And I'm watching him like, what the fuck's going on? I start slowing down the walk. Cade, no idea what the fuck's going on, of course.
I'm oblivious.
So I start grabbing his wrists, and he's like slowing down. And they put the reverse lights on and start reversing towards us. I'm like, Cade, cross the street. Cade, cross the street. Cross the street. He's like, what? Why? I was like, fuck, Cade, cross the street. And I grab him and yank him across the street. And we go across this intersection. We run into the woods, and we hide behind these trees for like 10 minutes.
It's a while.
We were there forever.
Yeah.
And they're just a fuck car just sat there.
They were looking for us.
And I'm like, I look at him like, what the fuck? Are you paying attention? He's like, no. I'm like, motherfucker, man. Like, I knew Cade at this point for probably 3 years.
And my camera is dead.
I knew Cade at this point for probably 3 years. But still, that was the real first experience. I went, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, what do you mean? How do you not see that shit? And so they stop. And they leave. We walk back eventually, and we're up probably till about 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were scrubbing, hands and knees, scrubbing this fucking vomit up. It was. I remember at one point, Cade was in the bathroom, and I was in the hallway, and you went, "Why the fuck am I in here cleaning this shit up?" It was like from Pulp Fiction. You're like, "Why am I wiping up the fucking vomit?" I was like, "You make a fucking valid point." And so we cleaned forever. And we were so exhausted after it. I literally hit his bed. My legs, I was fully clothed. My legs were hanging off the bed, and I fell asleep instantly. We woke up probably around midday, we're eating lunch. And also, I probably should have said this. His mom wasn't home. She was out the night before.
And we're like 14, so neither of us can drive.
So neither of us can drive. That's why we walked there. I should have said that. We're sitting there eating lunch, and we're proud.
Yeah,
we did a damn good job. Like, we felt we cleaned the fuck out of it. We couldn't even smell it in the morning, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Use the whole test of like, when you're in it, the smell goes away. And usually when you go to sleep or you leave, you come back and you smell it. You can smell it again. We couldn't smell it. We were like, we're fucking chilling. She's never going to know. She's never going to know. We even got the stains out the carpet.
Yeah.
We got the stains, like orange stains out the carpet.
The beige
That's
carpet.
hard.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there proud. We're talking about whatever. And his mom comes home through the garage. She opens the door. First words out of her mouth, not even a second in the house, goes, "What the fuck is that smell?" And me and Kay start laughing. We're like, how? How can she smell it?
It felt
and she spent probably 2-3 hours finished cleaning up the shit that we didn't get. And so this was what, 2018 maybe? 2017, I feel more
yeah,
so.
2017 sounds
2017, 2018. Like late 2017, 2018, January 2018. Because I met you in 2016. And from that point on, probably maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, she would still be cleaning. She would do a deep clean of the house and find in crevices some of my vomit. Still.
Yep.
That's how much vomit there was.
You're ingrained in the DNA
I'm
of this
ingrained.
house.
Yes, this house is legally my child.
It is.
So for anyone who has heard this story, sorry for having you experience that again. And if you haven't heard this story,
You're welcome.
you're welcome. And I'm sorry for you experiencing this again. I probably should have put like a warning before I started telling this story.
Do you want to put warning now?
Yeah, but warning. If you're a weak stomach, don't skip through this. Just keep fucking going.
You just gotta just cut the episode off here.
Yeah. That is my infamous story. Like for the rest of my life, like that story will be told at my wedding and my funeral. That's an infamous
Yeah, I'm
story
gonna go
is for me.
up to your wedding. I'm gonna go. This person.
This person.